Hello there, gents. Welcome to another episode of the No Brainer Musclecast. And in this show, I interview fitness experts in order to share with you the latest and greatest training advice and nutritional strategies. This Musclecast is brought to you by the Anabolic Rewiring Method. The Anabolic Rewiring Method is an upcoming bodyweight training guide that's designed specifically for guys who want to pack on slabs of muscles with bodyweight training. I've used the principles of the anabolic rewiring method to go from 0 to 20 pull-ups, and I've also used it with great success to finally make my stubborn arms grow. The anabolic rewiring method is going to be available really soon, so make sure to keep an eye out for further updates. Anyway, back to today's Musclecast. This episode features Anthony Arvanitakis, the owner of the website called homemademuscle.com. And the guy is simply one of the most inspiring dudes I've ever met. Why? Well, he lost part of his leg in a traffic accident, and in a situation like this, most guys would probably give up hope on building a great physique, but not Anthony. Through sheer willpower and the aid of bodyweight exercises, he was able to go from skinny fat and depressed to looking like a goddamn Greek god. And in this Musclecast, he's going to share with us how he did it, and we're also going to find out about how meditation helped him get out of a rut and kickstart his healthy habits, why Anthony prefers intermittent fasting for his physique goals, why beginners should track their calories, this one is really important, why getting good at bodyweight exercises is a must, especially because of the awesomeness factor. And we're gonna talk a lot more about different topics. So grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee, whatever you fancy most. Sit back and relax while listening to this awesome Musclecast. Enjoy, guys. Hey guys, Dejan here with another episode of NoBrainerMuscle.com Musclecast. And in this episode, I'm gonna interview the man behind an awesome website called Homemade Muscle, which is let me pronounce it correctly. Anthony Arvanitakis. Is it right,
yeah.
Anthony?
Yeah, very well. Most people will struggle a lot more to say it
Yeah.
well.
So you're from Netherlands, right?
I grew up in Greece. My mother is Dutch, so I'm sort of half Greek, half Dutch. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's a nice, let's start with an intro. So who is Anthony? Introduce yourselves. Who are you? What do you do? And you know the deal.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Greece, as I said, in a little town called Kastoria, up in the north of Greece in the mountains. Very beautiful place, like surrounded with a big lake and forests and all that. So,
Wait a second. Which is it close to Macedonia?
yeah, it's in Macedonia. It's in the north and close to the borders of Albania and Greece.
Ah, okay. Because my girlfriend is from Macedonia, so it's a small world.
Oh, okay, cool.
So anyway, continue.
Yeah, so I feel quite privileged, having growing up in such a place. I used to play outside in the neighborhood, in nature and all that. After that, I joined my hometown rowing team, and that's when I fell in love with exercise. I was about 12, and I was sort of, the team's like hard worker. I was always working the hardest, but I wasn't getting the best results. Like, I was also quite short for a rower, so my bigger, taller co-athletes used to always get ahead easier, and that was something that frustrated me. So after sort of a disappointing rowing career, even though I wanted to be like an Olympic athlete of sorts, that was my dream. I failed in that, so I studied sports science, which was a way for me. I thought that if I could study this thing and understanding the whole science, I could help uh, people like me, underdogs, get in achieve their goals more easily, and that was my goal at that certain point. And after like about 8 years, I started Homemade Muscles, which in between was my accident with my leg and all that. So what happened is that while I was studying, uh, sports science. I was also working part-time as a pizza delivery guy. And one night I had an accident. I crashed. I flew like 25 meters on thin air.
Oh my
I
god.
landed on the pavement, and I'm on the pavement and I look down and I see that my ankle is lying on my knee. So, you
Oh
know,
my god.
my leg is completely twisted, and that's when I think to myself, okay, that's not a good sign.
Shit.
Like I lay back down, then I think, okay, I'm not feeling any pain. Why is this? And like maybe I didn't see well, and I look down again, and the same image, my leg twisted, and I realized that that's how your body reacts when you're in full adrenaline mode. There's no pain in the beginning, but after like a minute or so, the pain came, like this really electrifying, tense, sort of like burning electricity started flowing through my leg. And after that, I would just waited for the ambulance to come.
Oh my
And
god.
after that, I spent 3 weeks in the hospital. No, not 3 weeks. Sorry, 6 weeks in the hospital. I had 7 or 8 operations, I think. Yeah, 7 operations within those 6 weeks.
Fuck.
And after that, I was left with a really destroyed leg. I had this weird metallic stuff screwed in my leg to stabilize it. They told me that it would take like a year for it to completely heal. So I was like, holy shit! I was like, man, how am I going to survive a year? I was used to like working and exercising all day, and suddenly I had to sit for a year. So that was really the first time in my life that I had to sit so long. And little did I know that this one year wouldn't be just a year, would be 5 years, because at the like every 6 months the doctors told me that progress is not how they want it to be. So I had to have another surgery again, another surgery. To make a long story short, all the surgeries in Greece failed. I didn't have a functional leg yet. So I went to the Netherlands, which is my second country. I had some surgeries here. I gave it a second try here. It didn't work here as well. So, after 5 years and 13 operations, I was basically still in the same situation. I had a dysfunctional leg. I couldn't use. There were some periods I could walk a little bit, but it would break again. Um, I used the cane, I used crutches, and anyway, I tried everything. In the end, I decided, the doctors told me you won't probably have like a really functional life with this leg the way you want it. So, I said, just cut the stupid thing off. I want to follow my dream. I want to exercise again. I need, uh, exercise is very important for me to be happy. So, I said, I'll get a prosthetic leg and I'll move on. And that's what I did, and I haven't regretted it a single second.
Wow.
After
That's
after that, I started homemade muscle. I thought that if I want to if I want to stay motivated at this point and don't let this whole situation take me down, I have to do something inspiring, something motivating. So I thought I'll motivate other people to exercise through my difficulty, and that's how homemade muscle started.
wow. That's quite an amazing story. Like really sad to hear about your accident, but I mean, I think you're. When I actually came across your website, I said this guy is like the poster boy for what real dedication and like perseverance mean. Like I hear a lot of people coming up with excuses why they're not able to work out, and compared compared to your story, though, their excuses are like laughable. And I really want to maybe like find out more. How was it when you, after the accident, you weren't able to work out? Did you get out of it? How was it to get back on track? And maybe how did you find the will, the courage, should I say, to start working out again?
Yeah.
You didn't lose hope. You obviously pursued your goals even more, maybe with more zest.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, like the first years,